Good afternoon, class. How are you today? That's good. Remain standing for our prayer. May I call on Grace to lead us a prayer? In the Father, Son, Holy Spirit. Amen. Thank you so much, Grace. Before you take your seat, pick all the dirts under your chair and arrange it properly. Understood? Okay. You may now take your seat. So in our class, we have 3 rules that you need to follow. First is when the teacher is talking in front, do not make any noise so that you will understand what is the teacher is saying. Okay? Okay. Second is raise your right hand if you want to speak, or if you want to go outside, just raise your right hand. Where is your right hand? Okay. And lastly is respect each other. When your classmate is talking here in front, or when your classmate is here in front, just respect him or her. Do not make any noise and huwag niyo siyang pagtawanan. Understood, class? Okay. So last meeting, we discussed about line graph, right? Yes. So who wants to give a short recap regarding pie graph? Line graph, I should say. Yes, Valdeverona. Very good. Give her 3 claps, class. So, I prepared a game for you, class. This game is called Obstacle Race. Are you excited to play this game, class? Okay. I will group you into 2 groups, and I have prepared 3 obstacles that you need to pass. So, are you familiar with obstacle race, class? No? Okay. So, obstacle race is a kind of race that has obstacles that you need to pass, or obstacles that you need to overcome until you reach the finish line. So, the mechanics of this game is you together with your group mates, you need to pass these 3 obstacles that I prepared. And you must hold each other until you reach the finish line. I will list the time that you reach the first obstacle, the second, and the third obstacle until finish line, so that we can determine who is the winner. So when you kapag nakita ko na nagbibitawan kayo, class, is babalik kayo sa starting line. And then kapag natapos niya naman yung first obstacle, and then kapag papunta kayo doon sa second obstacle at nakita kong nagkahiwalay kayo, ay kailangan yung bumalik doon sa first obstacle. Understood, class? Okay. But before you start this game, ang kailangan nyong gawin, class, is mag-ingat kayo kapag ginagawa nyo tong laro na to. Kailangan hindi kayo magtulakan at huwag nyo na dapat pagtripan itong laro na to, class, because it's for your safety. And then pagkatapos nyo sa laro na to, class, ay kailangan yung uminom ng maraming tubig so that you will not be dehydrated. Okay? Okay, very good. So, punta na tayo sa labas, class, because I have prepared 3 obstacles outside. Okay, let's go. Okay, class, did you enjoy the game? Yes. So, magpahinga muna kayo, class, ng 2 minutes before we proceed to our discussion para makafocus kayo. Habang nagpapahinga kayo, class, we will determine who is the winner. Sino kaya sa tingin nyo, class? Ang group 1 kaya o ang group 2? Okay, let's find out with these results. Okay, this is the result of your activity a while ago. So in the first obstacle, this one, so number 1 obstacle, yung group 1, they arrive in the first obstacle within 2 minutes. While the group 2, they arrive in the obstacles within 1 minute and 45 seconds. Sa second obstacle naman, group 1, they arrive in the first obstacle within 1 minute and 35 seconds. Sa group 2, 1 minute and 55 seconds. Sa third obstacle naman, yung group 1 is umabot sila ng 2 minutes and 40 seconds. And then sa group 2, they arrive in third obstacle in 2 minutes and 30 seconds. So, sa first obstacle, mas nauna yung group 2. The second obstacle, nauna yung group 1. Then, the third obstacle, nauna yung group 2. So, 2-1 ang score. Ang nanalo sa laro natin, class, is group 2. Because they arrive in the first obstacle na nauna sila, sa group 2 na huli, at sa group 3 na una sila. So, ang unang nakarating sa finish line is group 2. So, ang group 2 ay merong premyo mamaya sa atin. So, asan lahat ng group 2? Okay, ibigyan nyo ko yung mamaya ng premyo nyo. And then, ngayon is palakpakan natin ang ating mga sarili. Okay, based on the results of the activity that we did a while ago, what do you think is our lesson for today? Do you have any idea of what we are going to discuss this afternoon, class? Anyone? Okay, yes, Florin? Do you have any idea? Yes. Our topic for today is all about double bar graph. Okay, our topic for today again, class, is about double bar graph. Do you have any idea kung ano ba tong double bar graph, class? None. Okay. So, in our last semester or last quarter class, we discussed about bar graph. Correct, right? Yes. So, this is the continuation of bar graph, which is the double bar graph. So, double bar graph, class, is a type of graph that visually represents data using rectangular bars. It is specifically designed to compare and to display two sets of data side by side. So, babalikan natin itong example kanina. So, this one, class, is an example of double bar graph. As you can see, sabi niya dito, double bar graph is visually represents data using rectangular bars. So, alam niyo naman ni class kung ano yung data. Am I right? Yes, kasi napag-aralan natin kung ano yung data and information. So, yung data na nakalap natin kanina sa activity nyo, yung data na nakalap ko is yung time na kung gano'n nyo kabilis narating yung obstacle 1, obstacle 2, and obstacle 3. So, these are the bars, class. Itong mga to, ito yung bars na tinatawag natin. So, ito yung rectangular bars na nire-represent yung data. and it is specifically designed to compare and to display two sets of data side by side. So, it compares the group 1 and group 2. So, these bars compares the result of group 1 and group 2 in their activity a while ago. So, ito yung result ng activity nyo kanina class. Nire-represent ng double bar graph yung result nung activity nyo kanina using bars. Understood class? Okay. So, sa tingin nyo class, kung hindi natin ginawang graph, yung result kanina, madedetermine ba natin agad kung sino yung nanalo? Okay, no, 'di ba? Kasi yung time yung tinitignan natin. And then habang naglalaro kayo kanina, we can determine who is the winner unless alam natin kung ilang segundo ang pagitan ng bawat isa, 'di ba? So, we determine the winner because of double bar graph. And yes, yun yung ibig sabihin ng double bar graph. So, when we say double bar graph, as you observe class, meron din siyang parts or components. So, these are the components of bar graph. First is the title. So, ito yung title class is the result. So, yung title na dapat nito class is result of the obstacle race of group 1 and group 2. So, that is the first component or parts of double bar graph, the title. And then, second is the horizontal and vertical line, or it represents the x and y axis. Yan, class. And then, yes, ang pangatlo is bars. Sabi ko kanina, ito yung tinatawag natin na bars. Yan yung isa sa components or parts ng double bar graph. Pang-apat, class, is the categories. So, ito yung mga categories niya class. Ito yung time and then obstacles. And number 2, pang-lima class is labels. Ito yung labels niya class. Itong 1, 2, and 3rd obstacles. And then itong time class. Yan yung label niya. And lastly class is the legend. So, ito yung legend niya class. Kung mapapansin nyo, para ma-determine natin kung asan yung group 1 and group 2, we use the legends. So, ito yung legend. Kung mapapansin nyo class, sa group 1 is meron siyang ganyan na line. And then sa group 2, meron siyang line na ganyan. So, yan yung tinatawag natin na legend to determine kung ano yung ikino-compare natin sa dalawang bagay. So, yan yung components or parts ng double bar graph. First is the title. Second is X and Y axis. Third, categories. Fourth is bars. 5 is labels. And lastly, legends. So these are the parts of double bar graph class. The title, X and Y axis, the categories, labels, and legends. So, naintindihan nyo ba class kung ano yung double bar graph? Do you want an example? We'll have an example. So, can you read it class? We will read this. Teacher John made a survey among his 60 students as to their favorite sports. The result as follows. So, Teacher John made a survey among his 60 students as to their favorite sports. So, ito yung result ng survey ni Teacher John class. So, yung sport na pinili ni teacher dyan na isurvey sa mga estudyante niya is are basketball, badminton, and volleyball. So, nag-survey siya sa mga tinanong niya yung mga estudyante niya sa mga babae and lalaki. Sa mga lalaki class, sa basketball is 29 sa kanila ang nagsabi na paborito nila ang basketball. While the girls said that basketball, yung mga babae classes, only 12 yung pumili sa basketball as their favorite sport. Next is badminton. 21 of the boys told that badminton is their favorite sport. While the girls, 27 of them says that badminton is their favorite sports. Lastly is volleyball. So, 16 among males or sa mga lalaki na estudyante ni teacher dyan is nagsabi na paborito nila ang volleyball. On the other hand, 21 naman sa mga babae as volleyball as their favorite sports. So, we will graph these results so that we will understand kung ano ba talaga itong double bar graph. And we can compare or display the male and female as to their favorite sports. So let's have this one. I-try nyo din sa notebook nyo class while I am facing this example. Try it on your notebook class so that we can check later on kung tama ang ginawa nyo. Okay. So, before we graph this one class, tignan muna natin kung ano yung mga parts ng double bar graph so that we can make one. We can create one. So, first is the title. Okay, class. So, before we graph these results, we will recall the parts or components of double bar graph so that we can create one. So first is ano nga yung class? Yung unang component niya? Title, yes. So this is the title of our double bar graph. Result of the survey. And then, ano yung isa pang component ng double bar graph? Yes, very good. X and Y axis. So, asan dito yung X and Y axis or horizontal and vertical lines? Pwede mo bang ituro, Yevis? Very good, Yevis. Palakpakan natin si Yevis. Okay. So, ito daw yung X and Y axis ng ating double bar graph. How about the categories class? Okay, this one, number of students and sports. How about the labels? Labels class. Asan yung labels dyan? Okay, ito. 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, baseball, volleyball, and basketball. So, para magkagawa tayo ng double bar graph, ano yung kailangan natin? Yes, sunshine. Very good. Kailangan natin ng rectangular bars. Palakpakan, bigyan natin ng tatlong palakpak si sunshine. 1, 2, 3. Okay. Who wants to graph this one? Anyone? Okay. Ako muna doon sa baseball. So, before you do that class, is ako muna yung unang mag-graph dito. Unahin muna natin class yung badminton. So, sa badminton, meron tayong 21 na boys. So, anong gusto nyong label sa boys class? Shaded or unshaded? Okay, shaded na lang. Sa badminton, merong 21 boys. So, asan yung 21 dito? Dito. So, gawa tayo ng rectangular bars. So, sabi ko kanina, klase try nyo sa notebook nyo so that we can check kung tama yung sagot nyo mamaya. Okay. How about the girls class or the female? So, 27. So, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 26, 27. So, dito. Okay. So, yan class. Sa boys, merong 21. Samantalang sa girls, merong 27 sa badminton. How about the volleyball? Sinong may gusto class? Yes, Grace?
Oh.
Thank you so much, Grace and Robert D. So, tama ba yung ginawa ni Grace and Robert D? Okay, let's check. Sa volleyball, there are 16 boys who love to play volleyball. Okay, 16, tama. And sa girls is merong 21. Let's check kung 21. Okay, tama. Sa basketball, yung sagot ni Beverly, 29 sa boys. 29 ba? Okay. Sa babae is 12. 10, 11, 12. Okay, very good, Grace and Beverly. Give them 5 claps. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, now, did you understand the double bar graph, class? Naintindihan nyo ba kung ano tong double bar graph and kung paano mag-construct? Okay, very good. So, in order for us to construct or create double bar graph, we need to, kailangan alam natin yung components or parts niya. First is, we put the title, the X and Y axis, or gawa tayo ng table so that we can graph. And then, alam natin kung saan yung categories and labels. And importantly, dapat alam natin kung paano maglagay ng bars. Understood, class? Okay. So, do you want to have another activity? Okay, very good. So, this activity is a group activity. Do you want another example? Okay. Let's have another example, class. Okay, let's have another example. Who wants to answer this one? Who wants to answer this one? Sige, ikaw, Miriam. Yes, Miriam, gusto mong sagutan to? Sige. Okay, sasagutan ni Miriam itong example na number 2. So, basahin mo nga, Miriam. Favorite foods or snacks of grade 5 Rizal. So, ito yung mga favorite foods, Miriam. Ice cream, fruit salad, pinakbet, pizza or Angel's Burger. Number of students. Ito yung ilalagay mo, Miriam, sa ating dito sa baba or sa y-axis. Itong foods. And then, sa number of students, at dito mo siya ilagay sa x-axis. So, nakinig ka naman kanina and alam mo naman siguro kung paano gawin tong graph. Am I right? Okay, very good. So, alam nyo din naman class yung title, yung components or parts of double bar graph, right? So, bago sagutan ni Miriam to class, what did you observe in those foods na nakalagay dito? Yes, there is ice cream, there's fruit salad, peanut bread, pizza, Angel's burger. So, what did you observe, class? Yes, paborito ni Yevis yung mga to. Okay. Paborito daw ni Yevis yung mga to, but take note, class, that some of these foods is unhealthy, like the Angel's burger, the ice cream, yun. Lahat ng yun, class, is unhealthy foods, right? Kasi yung Angel's burger, class, masyadong madaming mantika, and then masama sa ating kalusugan ang mga unhealthy foods. So, ano dapat ang kainin nating mga foods, class? Yes, yung mga healthy, like peanut bread, fruit salad, and pizza. So, class, depende din sa flavor ng pizza na kakainin ninyo. Kailangan yung pizza is madaming gulay, and kailangan healthy siya, class. So, kapag kakain kayo, kapag may paborito kayong pagkain, class, piliin nyo yung mga masusustansya para maging malusog kayo. Okay? So, yun yung napansin natin dito sa table, di ba? Yung ibang foods is hindi healthy, samantalang yung iba naman is healthy. So, yun yung yun yung i-compare natin dito sa table na to. Yung unhealthy and healthy foods. Okay? Okay. Pwede mo nang i-simulan, Maria. Bilang ka ulit.
3.
Thank you so much, Miriam. Tama yung sagot mo. And class, bigyan natin siya ng tatlong palakpak. 1, 2, 3. So, do you want to create your own double bar graph? Do you want another activity? Do you want to have an activity, class? Okay, that's good. So, I will group you into 3 groups by counting. So, bilang nga kay class, 1 hanggang 3. So, take note, class, kapag counting yung ginagawa ni teacher na paggrupo sa inyo, kapag kayo na yung next, tapikin nyo yung susunod sa inyo para ma-aware sila na yung susunod. And kapag last number, example, last number is 2, isigaw nung last number teacher is 2. Okay? Okay, let's start. Count 1, 2, 3. Magsimula tayo sa harap kay Bea. Okay. Asan yung mga group 1 dito? Maaari ba kayong tumayo? Okay. Choose your leader and list the names of your members. How about the group 2? Can you stand? Okay, again. Choose your leader and list the names of your members. How about the group 3? So, ganun din ang gagawin ng group 3. Choose your own leader and list the names of your members. So, before we proceed to your activity, class, I will present first our rubrics. So, here's your rubrics, class. Criteria, neatness, cooperation, timeliness, and correctness. So, sa neatness, we have 10 points. Kapag yung gawa nyo or yung ginawa nyong double bar graph is malinis, bibigyan nyo kayo ng 10 points. Cooperation, if I observe that you cooperate with your group mates, I will give you 10 points. Timeliness is when you do the activity, when you beat the time na ibibigay ko mamaya is I will give you 5 points. Correctness, kapag tama yung ginawa nyo, tama lahat ng pagkakalagay ng bars, I will give you 5 points with a total of 30 points. So, I will give you 5 minutes class to answer the activity na ibibigay ko. So, here is the instruction class. Together with your groups, pumunta muna kayo sa mga group niya class. Dito ay yung group 1, dito yung group 2, and this is the group 3. So, maaari ba kayong pumunta muna sa inyong group o class? Please go to your respective groups quietly. Okay. Makinig kayo sa instruction class dahil hindi ko na ipe-present yung instruction. Sasabihin ko na lang. Okay? Okay. So, here's the instruction. Gather some information with your group mates and do the double bar graph. Ang gagawin nyo ng class is kukuha kayo ng information sa inyong mga kagrupo and then gagawin nyo siyang double bar graph kung ano man yung information na nakuha ninyo. Understood class? Like for example, kung ang groupmate mo is kung ano yung mga paborito nilang pagkain gaya ng example natin kanina, you can create double bar graph by determining the unhealthy and healthy foods na paborito nila. And pwede din sa mga movies na gusto nila. Pwedeng horror or comedy yung movie na gusto nila. Yun yung mga i-gather nyo sa kanila class. Pwedeng kung ilan sila magkakapatid o there are so many informations that you can gather with your members, right? So, ang gagawin nyo lang, gather information from them and then create the double bar graph. So, as you kapag tapos nyo na yung nag-gather and then tapos na kayo dun sa pag-construct or pag-create ng double bar graph, choose one representative to explain your work here in front. Okay? Okay. I will give you 5 minutes or 8 minutes class. So, para magawa nyo ng maayos yung activity ninyo. I will give you 8 minutes to do the activity. Okay? Kapag narinig nyo na yung alarm class, indication na tapos na yung time. Okay. You can now start class. Okay, well done my grade 6 pupils. Lahat kayo ay mayroong take 30 points because you do the activity properly and neatly and correctly. Okay? Give yourself 5 claps class. Pwede na kayong pumunta sa inyong mga upuan. Please, pumunta kayo quietly sa inyong mga upuan. Buhatin yung upuan nyo, class, para hindi maingay. Okay, did you enjoy the activity, class? Did you enjoy the activity, class? Yes, because you gathered, it is enjoying to gather some information with other people, right? So, we will move on to our next activity. But before we proceed to your individual activity, we will recall all the lessons that we learned from this topic. I have here a box. Contains of eggs. Toy eggs, class. Hindi siya totoong itlog. These are the toy eggs, and inside the toy eggs, there are questions that you need to answer. So, I will call someone or we will utilize our spinning wheel that has names. Nandun yung mga pangalan nyo. And kung sino yung natapat dun sa spinning wheel, kukuha siya ng isang egg dito sa ating box. And then, bubuksan niya yung egg babasahin yung question and then sasagutin niya. Maliwanag ba, class? Okay. Okay, let's start. Okay, class, take note that double bar graph is important. Yevis said a while ago that double bar graph is used to compare two things or two data, right? But take note, class, that we are comparing two things or two data, not the significance of something or kung ano yung importansya ng isang bagay. We compare those data or those things to get the exact information we needed, di ba? Dito sa kwan kanina, sa results kanina, we compared the group 1 and group 2, not their ability to reach the finish line, but to get exactly the result of their activity. So that is the importance why we need to learn double bar graph, to get the exact information, not to compare the significance of two things or data. Understood, class? Okay. Do you want another activity? Okay. Get one whole sheet of paper and copy this one and do the double bar graph. Maglabas kayo, class, ng one whole sheet of paper and then ball pen ninyo. So, here's the activity, class. Here's your activity. Instruction. Construct double bar graph using the data in the table below. So, ito yung table, class. The number of students in the intermediate grades in Rizal Central School. So, sa grade 4, sa section A, merong 58 students. Sa section B, merong 53 students. And then, sa grade 5 naman, sa section A, there are 61 students, while section B has 54 students. In grade 6, section A has 54 students, while section B has 52 students. So, construct double bar graph, class, using this data in this table. So, you will compare how many students section A and section B has. Understood, class? You construct double bar graph, class, using all the parts of or components of double bar graph. You may now start, class. I will give you 5 minutes to construct your double bar graph using this data. Okay. Are you done, class? Okay. You may now pass your paper. The person at the back, please pass your paper in front of you at the count of 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. All the ano daw?
2, 3.
Are you done, class? Okay. All the papers. The person at the back, please pass your paper in front of you at the count of 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Papers at the corner, pass your papers beside you. At the count of 5, kailangan nandito na sa center yung paper. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Okay, thank you. Do you want another activity, class? Yes, okay. This activity is your assignment. Bring out your assignment notebook and copy your assignment. Kopyahin nyo to class sa inyong assignment notebook. So, here's the instruction class. Create and design your own double bar graph using the data in the table below and answer the following questions. So, ito yung i-graph nyo class. A vlogger made a survey from 200 people around the world. 100 boys and 100 girls. He asked them what is their favorite sports and the result as follows. So, a vlogger class made a survey among 200 people or in short, 100 boys and 100 girls kung ano daw yung paborito nilang sports. So, ito yung result ng survey class na gagawin ninyong double bar graph. So, yung sports, basketball, football, tennis, volleyball, baseball. And nag-respond yung boys sa mga sport na to. Sa basketball, 85. Football, 69. Sa tennis, 57. Volleyball, 72. And baseball is 45. So, sa girls naman class, nag-respond sila sa basketball as 55. Sa football, 37. Tennis, 43. Volleyball, 84. And baseball, 54. So, sabi dito sa instruction class is answer the following question. So, ito yung following question class. Which sport has the highest total? So, ano daw yung sport na may highest total number of respondents? Kung ano daw yung paborito nilang sports. Bigyan ko na kayo ng example class. Saan dito yung pinakamaraming total na sports? Diba? Yung 85. So, yun yung sagot sa number 1. Number 2, which total has the lowest total? Ano daw yung pinaka-lowest total? Number 3, what sport do men want the most? Ano daw yung sport na gustong-gustong laruin ng mga kalalakihan? And on the other hand, what sport do women want the most? Ano daw yung gustong-gusto ng mga babae na laruin na sports dito sa 5. Then lastly is what sport is least favorite by both men and women? Ano daw yung sport na hindi gaanong nilalaro ng mga lalaki and babae? Okay. Pasa nyo to class. Next meeting, I will collect that one as your, so that may re-record akong score ninyo. Okay? Okay. Can you stand class? Goodbye class.